Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Thursday, July 14th, 2022. And you know what that means? Trends in the news, the only place in the universe where you get trends in the news. Again, you look at the cover of our Trends Journal. It just went out this week. And there it is. Stay stupid. Stay in the mainstream. Dumber than shit. And by the way, the shitheads that stay in the mainstream, I listen to NPR, I listen to Fox. If you don't they throw out their shit. And if you don't swallow it, they don't like you because they can't think for themselves. We are in a serious time, the most serious time of my lifetime. Anyway, on the market front, the stocks in the U.S., they were down well over 600 points, and they did a reversal later in the day. And they're going down because of yesterday, the Fed came out, the government, and inflation was running at 9.1%. Yeah, 9/11. Oh, wow. Hey, 9/11. 9/11 inflation. And when you look at shadow stats, the number's more than double that, more like 20% inflation. So they're going to be raising interest rates. So some of the stocks, the bank stocks came out today. JP Morgan Chase shares sank 3.5%. Morgan Stanley were down nearly 0.5%. Goldman Sachs, 3%, one after another. So, again, you're looking now that the Fed may raise their interest rate, the basis at 100 basis points, a full percent. It's over. It's over. The whole cheap money scheme is drying up. What's it going to do? Again, the game is rigged. I'm not making that up, and I'm going to get to that very soon, and I'll show you the facts. Meanwhile, June's Producer Price Index report, ready? Goods and services showed wholesale prices rising 11.3% versus a year ago last month. In other news, the inversion between the 2-year and 10-year rate on Thursday, which is a sign of a looming recession, hit its widest gap since 2000. Oh, 2000. Oh, you mean the dot-com bust when the nation went into recession and that little fucking arrogant scumbag prick, little daddy's boy George W. Bush, brought us to war against against Afghanistan, and then Iraq. And the NASDAQ was down, 66% before 9/11? And forgot about the recession? Oh, yeah, back then. That's what you're looking at. The dot-com bust 2000, you're looking at what happened in the Great Recession in 2008, the Panic of 08. It's unprecedented what we're going through. So oil prices, they're down to like $100 a barrel for Brent crude, and they're saying the prices are going down because the economy is going down. So you're looking at a lot of commodity prices going down. Will they stay down? Not if the war keeps heating up in Ukraine, which it is. Gold fell 2% today. It's at a near 1-year low. I would have never, ever, 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 ever expected this because gold is the ultimate safe haven asset with inflation rising. So why is gold going down? Because the dollar is getting stronger. You mean to tell me a dollar with over a $30 trillion debt, when you put it all together, over $200 trillion debt, is getting stronger? Oh, yeah, because the other ones are getting so weaker. So if both patients are sick You're voting, you're saying that the one that's least sick is better than the one that's dying, but they're going to die too. That's what we're looking at. Weekly jobless claims rose. Oh, yeah. Recession setting in. In the physical market, second biggest bullion consumer, India's plain gold jewelry exports, the United Arab Emirates, jumped in May. So they're still buying gold. Is it rigged? All right. Wall Street Journal today. Taiwan intervenes to stop stocks slide. The government of Taiwan mobilized a national fund to arrest declines in its battered equity markets after local stocks continue to slide. Now, wait a minute. The government of Taiwan mobilized a national fund? Who the fuck are you talking to? A 6-year-old? The scumbags rigged the fucking market. Calm down, Salenti. We don't like when you raise your voice. We want you to bend over and take it up the ass like the rest of us. Lola loves it like that. Lola loves it like that. Yeah, take it any way you want, but don't you tell me what to do. They're rigging the fucking markets. The scum, the JP Morgan Chase gang, fined a lousy $900 million in 2019 for rigging the precious metals markets. Oh, then they have the plunge protection team. It's right here in front of you. The committee, I love the names they give, running Taiwan's National Stabilization Fund. How's that for fucking bullshit? What was it? Bullshit. Okay. Established more than 2 decades ago, said Tuesday that it would intervene to help support the island's stock market. It said the fund has the equivalent of about $16.7 billion to deploy. It goes on. The markets are rigged. The game is rigged. They want to keep gold prices low because when gold prices skyrocket, they're going to know how, everybody's going to know how bad it is, even the imbeciles. Canada's central bank boosts its key rate by 1 point. South Korea and New Zealand join global wave of monetary tightening. What does it all mean? Higher interest rates go, slower the economy goes, the faster the economy goes down, the faster equity markets go down, and IMF set to lower global growth forecasts. Meanwhile, the inflation is ripping through the countries. In America, again, it went up 9.1%. Climbing food prices and energy, housing drove consumer inflation to the highest in 41 and a half years. Grocery prices shot up the fastest pace since 1979, rising 12.2%. Housing costs, not what it costs to rent an apartment. Tenants' rent rose 5.8% from a year ago, accelerating sharply from May's 5.2 pace. Again, keeps going up, but they're only putting month by month. On a monthly basis, rents accelerated in 16 of the 22 metro areas, according to Inflation Insights, LLC. This is particularly punishing because housing costs account for nearly 31% of average monthly household budgets. Prices at the gas pump, of course, 41% higher than a year ago. And when you look at the numbers and go really analyze them, you ready? With the annual rate of wage growth at 5.1%, hourly earnings for adjusted are declining at the fastest pace in 4 decades. Hourly earnings decreased 3.6% from June 21 to June 22. Isn't that nice? As the rich get richer, and not a penny from these billionaires for peace. And remember, July 23rd, a week from Saturday, here in Kingston, New York, our Peace and Freedom Rally featuring myself, Judge Andrew Napolitano, Scott Ritter, Gary Null, and the new one, Phil Giraldi, former CIA operative. That's right. And the Hot Damn Band and other special guests that I can't say who yet. So be here 2 o'clock, Kingston, New York. Go to occupypeace.com, occupypeace.com for more information. And please donate what you can, or freedompeacejustice.com. So, moving on. Europe's travel surge forces Heathrow to limit passengers. The COVID war has destroyed lives and livelihoods by the billions. Whoever thought of the Great Resignation before this? The mandates, the lockdown mandates, and the stupidity that they have created have destroyed life on Earth in so many ways. Flying is a horror. Back when I was a young man, it was a delight. And again, as I said, the wages are going down, but the bigs keep getting bigger. And when we go into this deep recession, just like they did the last time, they buy up more, and they're already starting. Unity to buy Iron Source in $4.4 billion tech deal. Dufree to buy Autogrill. How much they're doing there? The deal values Autogrill's equity at $2.2 billion. Chinese group Ganfeng sells $962 million deal for lithium producer. All right, the bigs keep getting bigger. And now they're selling the COVID war again. Big stories. Subservient fuels COVID-19 wave. The BA.5 is estimated to represent nearly 2 in 3 recent U.S. cases. Cases, huh? Oh, CNN. Nearly 2.5 years since the coronavirus pandemic began. Repeated COVID-19 waves have left millions of people dead, with only vaccines helping, to blunt the twat. That is
absolute bullshit.
That's right, fuckfaces. I didn't get any vaxes, and I haven't gotten COVID, but fuckface Fauci, fully vaxxed, doubly boosted, got COVID. Obama got COVID. All these people got COVID, all vaxxed. And as we write in the Trends Journal, the efficacy rate now is declining to like 20%. And when you look at the data and what they're talking about, now the virus is spreading again, evolving, escaping immunity, and driving an uptick in cases. Uptick in cases. How about average death rate? No, we won't talk about that, Salenti. What's fucking wrong with you? Well, let's look up the data. Let's go back to last July 13th, because they don't have today's data. So go to July 13th, 2021. The average 7-day death rate was 724 people. Today, 433. Oh, you mean less today than then? But now they have these headlines scaring the shit out of you? You had fuckface Fauci on Fox yesterday or 2 days ago, He said, one of the things that's clear from the data is that even though vaccines, because of the high degree of transmissibility of the virus, don't protect overly well, as it were, against infections. Wait. Don't protect overly well? That's a quote. When you kept saying that it had a 95 and 96% efficacy rate. Oh, yeah, but the variant changed. Yeah, but you didn't say anything about a variant when you were selling it. And you said you only needed 2 shots and there weren't going to be a booster. Oh, what about herd immunity? None of that counts, but this is important. That this Dr. Jha noted some mixed signals from outside the U.S. Portugal, where vaccines and booster coverage is robust, experienced a sizable wave of serious illnesses and deaths after BA.5 hit there recently. One of the most vaxxed nations in the world and one of the most boosted nations in the world. And these scumbags at CNN write this fucking bullshit that with only vaccines helping to blunt the toll. They're little prostitutes. They're media whores that get paid to put out by their corporate pimps, and look at all the drug ads on CNN. You got it? And they go on to say, South Africa, on the other hand, recorded a low rate of deaths after the BA.5 surge there this spring. What they didn't write is how few people in South Africa are vaccinated. Again, it's all in your Trends Journal. If you want to know history before it happens, this is the only magazine in the world that tells you. And it's only $2 a week. It's nothing. 29 cents a day. And we're giving you what nobody else is giving you. And subscribe to it. You help yourself and you help us. The more subscribers we have, the more we do. And we're doing a lot. U.S. drone maker finds success in Ukraine war. Isn't that nice? Financial Times. This isn't a proxy war. The United States is at war with Ukraine. UK vows Johnson exit will not affect arms flow to Kiev. Guess they're at war with them too. But U.S. drone strikes, kills a leader of ISIS in Syria. What fucking right does America have to be in Syria? And suppose the Syrians didn't like somebody in America, could they send drone strikes over here to kill him? Or her? Would they be able to kill her? Oh, hers are never bad. Yeah. Sends a powerful message to all terrorists who threaten our homeland and our interests. Our homeland? Is Biden saying this? They're not threatening our home. That guy's isn't threatening our homeland. He's over there in Syria, which you have no business being there. You invaded a foreign country. And you're talking, where's the fucking media talking about this? As they keep talking about Russia going into Ukraine. It's okay for America to invade there? Oh, Russia's in Syria too. Yeah, the president invited them there. Now, what else do we have here? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. One, been following this. Look at your top trends for 2022. This is why you subscribe to the Trends Journal. One of the big trends we talked about was unionization. There it is. Workers make big push for unions, U.S. data shows, Wall Street Journal. They're only 7 months late on that. Actually, that came out in November for the new year. So they're 9 months late. And self-sufficiency. It's becoming the trend everyone's talking about in economics. One of your top trends for 2022. A lot more stuff here, a lot more. And again, the big news, of course, is this war keeps ramping up in Ukraine. Things are going to get terrible. When all else fails, they take us to war. So do what you can to support us. We're supporting you. If you don't do anything, then you get what you deserve. United we stand, divided we die. There are a lot of us that are disgusted with this. And remember, it does not take a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men, said Samuel Adams. So help us set those brush fires of freedom and peace at our Peace and Freedom Rally a week from Saturday. Judge Napolitano, Scott Ritter, Gary No, Phil Giraldi, the Hot Damn Band, myself, and others. We're here to push this peace movement globally. Maniacs are in charge of our lives. If we don't stop them, it's finished. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. From COVID war to Ukraine war to world war. Are you prepared for what's next? These are unprecedented times. What's next? What's going to happen? Read the Trends Journal. We have an unsurpassed track record of forecasting history before it happens. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.